the Lord's given me a couple of scriptures, and that's why Proverbs 3:5-6 is up there. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your paths. And it's like walking in that for real. And he has been. So then I catch myself sometimes starting to still look into the future and be like, well, how am I going to do that? It's interesting about prayers that you pray for something in the past, and then when it gets answered, you're so focused on the next one that you're not able to comprehend that, like, why would you be worried about the next thing if he's taking you through so many things that there's no... What is going on? I hope everyone had a blessed weekend. This is the For His Kingdom prayer call. My name is Darren Walker. Today we're going to actually go through some prayers. I call it standing on promises and prayers. There's some scriptures that I've pulled from the Word, and we're going to go through those. But first, I'm going to share from Ephesians chapter 1, verses 1 through about 13, about standing on some of the promises that the Lord has. Last week I told you I felt like people were suffering in silence. That's just what I felt on my spirit, that people, didn't really know or don't really know where they stand or how they stand in the Lord. Not that you and I don't know where we are in the Lord, but sometimes when we're in stuff in life, especially in these times, it gets kind of easy, right, to get overwhelmed by the circumstance and not who's the creator of those. And Romans 8:28 says that the Lord He knows all things and all things are for good. And so look, do a great job at swimming today. That's my face. You started swimming with us? Good mouth and a grateful heart. Go tell Destiny. Say we start each one with that. Tell them we start each one. Start each one with what, bud?
We start each one with a grateful heart and a clean mouth.
Grateful heart and a clean mouth.
Did you do that?
Yes, I did.
Come, I'll help you. What's that, mommy?
No.
Sweetie, he's giving you a hug.
Oh.
You said thank you, Faith? Look at your smile. Give her a hug, mommy. See, he's sweet, she's sour. Come here, Tweet.
What do you want to eat?
Apple.
You want to eat an apple?
Yeah.
Okay, did you ask mommy or daddy if you can have an apple?
No, Dad was eating the apple. The apple.
An apple?
Yeah.
Oh, use your words. Please what?
Pizza for the apple.
Absolutely. Can I have a kiss first? Hey! Gang! Don't open the fridge, bro. Yeah, but I told you not to open the fridge. Okay? Back up. Hairs make you poop, so no hair before you swim. Excuse me.
I didn't want to do that.
Buddy, it's called sharing. I wanted a piece of orange.
I don't want to share. I just was going to say hold on in a minute. So next time
I did ask, buddy.
well, you didn't ask.
I did ask.
No, you didn't.
So why did you hand it to me if I didn't ask?
I didn't hand it to you.
What did I do? What did you do?
You just tell me
No.
You take apple.
Huh?
And then I eat it.
You want to take that off?
So, no.
You hold
I
it.
can eat.
Where you going with the apple? Nah. Nope. Well, you like an orange?
Yeah.
After you finish your apple.
No.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you ain't getting an orange. Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth?
No.
Can you get Faith a piece of one orange? Just one piece. One piece, okay? Here.
Faith?
Come here. Come here, bud. Because I don't want to get technical. Here you go, Faith.
No.
Give her that. You keep this. Give her that.
Here you go.
There you go. What do you say, Faith? What do you say, Faith?
Mine.
Can let you take it?
Mine.
Okay, it's okay. Hey, you. Great job.
I'm on
We got you an apple, and now you're gonna eat that apple. TDD. You want a pear? Let me see.
Use your words.
Use your words.
Please.
Please what?
We know how to
Look me in my eyes when you say it. Please what?
Pee.
My eyes. Where's Daddy's eyes? Please what?
Pee.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we can have that happen. Can I get a kiss first? What is that?
It's just a mark.
Cut that off. I don't want my baby touching that. Here, right here. You want a pair? You want a pair? Right here. Right here. No, don't hit my head. My head. My head. My head.
Okay, dear. Go
You look at that boy.
in the chair. Go sit with Kingston in the chairs in the
Sitting on
sun.
a chair looking over the water, looking at ducks this morning like,
Sit down, Kingston. Faith is going to come sit with you. Babe, I got gentle parented at swim lessons today.
ah!
So I was getting, Faith was done and I was getting her dressed.
Hey, stop yelling. Mommy's telling a story.
Faith was done, I was getting her dressed and, shut up. Kingston was like, I want a pop. And he starts like whining and stuff. And so I'm just like, Kingston David, that's not how you ask for a pop. If you want one, you better cut it out. And then he starts like banging the chair or whatever. And I was like, Kingston David, you are interrupting someone else's swim lesson. Cut it out. Like this. Like I'm speaking like a low tone. Like I'm not yelling at him or anything. And then the other mum was there where her daughter was having the lesson. She's like, wow, you have dinosaurs on your sweatshirt? Wow, what type of lollipops do dinosaurs eat? Would they have a really big lollipop or a really small lollipop? And I'm just like...
You know your strategy, lady.
I'm just like, I know what you're trying to do. And I appreciate it. She was trying to help in the moment. I appreciate, you know, whenever there's another mom there, she wants to jump in and help, which is fine. But it's just not... I just can't see myself ever doing that.
All it is, and we do it too, it's called distraction.
Yeah, she was just distracting him. She was redirecting him, you know, to something else.
The answer is no. That's my distraction. That's how I got grew up. The answer is no. Distract that.
Yeah. I just like it. She just, you know, they turn into this like, you know, preschool like kids entertainment person. Like, wow, like, you know, what are dinosaurs? What type of lollipops would dinosaurs eat? And I'm just not that
This
person.
will be a YouTube channel. I'm just seeing all the people that are not gonna follow us because someone's like, I parents like that out.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know it's fine. Whatever.
I applaud them. I just can't do it. It's not my
Want to see
area
my parenting?
of
Hey,
expertise.
Faith, you want to pow pow on your butt? Come here. You want pow pow? I'll pow pow you right now. You want pow pow? You want pow pow? What about you? Want pow? Okay, no, okay, I won't pow pow.
And
That hair is bigger than your face.
I'm on the phone in the car, right?
Look
And
at that.
Faith is like screaming at me for something. She wants a cheese stick or something. And Kingston stops her and goes, Faith, you can't yell when Mommy's on the phone. You have to wait until she's done and then use your manners to ask. And I was like, so you do know.
Didn't we have a conversation the other night? Of course he knows.
Yeah. Anyway.
Faith, you want a sandwich? That story wasn't too long. It was intermediate. 2020 was crazy, but everyone went through that. I feel like 2021, you know, for me, it's just like people still were having residual effects from 2020, and they are still today. Everyone still is. But I'm talking like 2021, I felt like how we got help, how we started this businesses, how it's going now. What's your thought process on that?
Anger is one of them.
Who are you angry at? Over under Sarah's gonna cry in under 2 minutes.
No, I'm not gonna cry. I was trying to say it without. I was trying to say it without cursing. When you're in it, when I'm in it, like I'm feeling everything of it.
Yeah.
And so mine would be a lot more like hindsight, like being able to reflect and just say like, you know, even though it was extremely hard and still is, there's still things that, you know, we're still dealing with. I just feel like the lessons that we have learned because we were forced to go through different situations. Like, there's just no way we could have learned those things if we didn't have those hardships.
I mean, I heard an audio from John C. Maxwell, and he said there's lessons in failure that you can only learn through failure. And I wouldn't say last year was failure, but I listened to them like, nobody wants to go through hardship, but imagine if the only way you can get one piece of information you need to be at the best self that you ever wanted to be was through failure. So you can dodge it all day long, but there's going to be lessons in the hardship. And so I agree with you that I wouldn't change anything. Besides, I would have enjoyed the wilderness more.
Yeah. I think that there'll always be like a very small part of me that'll always be angry.
About what? Told you.
That's what gets me upset.
Told you. It was more than 2 minutes. My heart said 5.
Because we can never get the time back with faith.
Yeah.
And so, there'll be a time where I'll be okay with that. And
But you got to give some context. You mean that our family hasn't met her?
yeah, well, she turns 2 in a couple months, and no one's met her. Well, my little sister has met her.
One person met her, and I feel differently than her about that. Like, I feel like it's selfish too. Like, they didn't get to meet her, but I did. I'm sorry. There's just parts of me like that. I'm just like, I want, and they've gotten to meet her on Zoom and on FaceTime, and we would obviously have liked it to be. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to do this, because it's hard. It's hard. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not some macho man. It's tough. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, like both of sides of our family has not physically met our daughter is 2, and they haven't seen Kingston since he was 2. So. And a lot of people don't even know that, because when we say, like we said that to Travis and Britt, they're like blown away because people just don't think that that's happening, which makes me even more certain that stuff like that is happening to other people in different facets, and they're struggling through too, but they think that they're alone, and we're telling you that you're not. But we're also making the decision to continue to move forward because feel like we have a calling to continue to bless, and there will be fruit of the labor. So even though that sucks, and there's no excuse, that sucks.
Yeah.
There will be fruit for it in the future.
I think, too, like, I always fast forward. I don't know why, it might be a mom thing, but I always fast forward to when they're, like, teenagers or whatever. And, like, Kingston will look at his photos or memories, and he has, like, all these boarding passes and pictures of, like, all the places he was able to go and, meeting certain people in the family, and Faith doesn't have that. But once Faith was about 6 months old, I got to the point where I was like, Faith is not missing out. Her experience is just different.
Absolutely.
So, if you look at their faces, they literally, like, they lack for nothing. And I'm extremely grateful.
They lack for nothing. The gratitude is so immense. You know what I mean? We're so blessed. Like, I guess that's why I'm like, yeah, that sucks that Faith hasn't met her family. But you know what? I'll take this situation over a lot that can be handed out. You know what I mean? So it's not to discredit the situation. It's hard. And Sarah's family, like, my family is Jamaican. So we're like, we love hard. But, like, it's kind of independent love and love from a distance. Like, I could not see my family for a minute. Sarah grew up, like, farmland family in Australia. Like, they're super tight-knit, and their love is permeated from them being around each other, them telling each other they love each other, like, hugging each other. I used to try to hug my dad back in the day. He would Heisman me. He'd be like, "You're on, stop playing." You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I used to I'm like, bro, hug me. But not, and it's cool. I hug my kids, but we just grew up differently.